Hello, my name is Jason Belaire. I'm an industrial designer. Welcome to my home, and this is my design life. Industrial design is actually the practice of product design. Product design is really known for the things that we touch and we feel and we see. It's really consumer based. So your phones, your smartphones, the cameras we use, the utensils we eat with, basically all these different objects that are mass produced generally fall under the category of product design. And so what we try to do as industrial designers is we are trained to heavily look at how to research and how to find different kinds of solutions to problems, and then we basically take a concept from a napkin sketch all the way to an actual physical product that you could buy at a store. So it's a very specialized kind of industry and profession, and many times we do end up working with excellent engineers, engineering firms and whatnot to help complement some of the more technical aspects. But it's one of the more funner types of professions that I have ever been experienced to. I've been doing it for almost 25 years. I love it, and I wouldn't change it for the world. So currently, as I look at the atmosphere of design and product design and consumerism, I really look and see where are we sort of falling short? Where are the areas of opportunity? And so I have made it a personal project to really understand and then present to the design community what I think we need to hear, which is sometimes not met with the greatest enthusiasm, but it's a requirement that we all have to do, to be really self-critical and to stop and understand, why do we do the things we do? What causes us to think the way that we think? And sometimes it's really easy. I like to think that we're, or at least I try to coin the term, that we're in an age of distractionism. And so it's so easy to be distracted, but yet how do we reclaim that sort of attention on the things that really need attention? So for me, what I'm really interested in learning about, and I'm very inquisitive about, is how do I personally look at my current processes and really understand, am I doing all that I can to have the best output, to create the best designs for my clients? And so to some degree, I find that emotional intelligence tends to be this reoccurring theme that continually surfaces as a means of, why am I doing what I do? And for many people, emotional intelligence has different kinds of connotations, but technically speaking, it really does tie into empathy. And empathy really is, as we all know, the understanding of putting yourself in someone else's shoes. To me, that is something that I don't know I do enough of. And so I've been challenging myself personally to really dig and to put myself out there and to be uncomfortable. And I think through that, I actually learn more about myself and more about my prospective client, or more about the certain situation or context that I'm designing for. And as a result of that, I think the potential for innovation grows tremendously. So for me, when it comes to the idea of emotional intelligence and how that really ties into the creative process, which I have given presentations on and will continue both domestically and internationally, I also look at the importance of educating small to mid-sized companies who are learning to build infrastructure that understands the importance of the environment. I'll be bringing a deep dive conference here to Denver. And really what this is about is the opportunity for designers and creatives from the bottom up to create the kind of change that's necessary for larger companies, let's say, to buy off on in order to invest more money, invest more resources into sustainability. And so this conference will hit very heavily on the idea of circular design, which is a concept that's fairly new, but it's really important for all of us to understand. And it's really basically looking at a product design and trying to understand, if this is what's happening today and we launch a product, what happens when the product is finished, when it's done? What then happens? So for me, basically in conclusion, I really stop and think about, where do I want to be in 5 years, in 10 years? And when I look at the trajectory that I'm on right now, it's pretty obvious that a lot of what I need to be doing is continuing to create experiences for the creative community. I was heavily involved last year with Denver Design Week. We just put on the International Design Conference in Chicago, and we sold out, and it was a major success. And so those are the kind of things where I have to really think and dig deep and curate the experience for the designer. I really welcome the opportunity to have more of that as the future goes on. And I think that you'll see me more and more being involved with deeper conversations that will lead to positive change, not only for me personally and for the design community, but for the world.